My name's Kolu Zigbi, and I'm a program director at the Jesse Smith Noyce Foundation. I manage a portfolio of grants that support grassroots organizations that are working to make the food system better for workers, for consumers, for farmers, for the environment. Over the years, my portfolio has shifted to be more inclusive of the variety of stakeholders in the food system, as well as organizations that involve members of their community in trying to figure out how they can provide better access to healthy food for low-income people. One of the things that interests me is how to come to solutions that are sustainable. The sustainability is supposed to not only be about economic sustainability and environmental sustainability, but it's also supposed to be about social equity. And the social piece is often forgotten. And for me, the social piece is fundamental because at the root of any process are the people who carry them out. And if they're not being served, then fundamentally the system isn't sustainable. And I think that value for me came with my discovery of my own identity. I traveled to Liberia and I learned that I had this family that are semi-subsistence rice farmers. What I discovered is that there's so much skill and know-how that traditional people have. And what I learned is that there's incredible expertise that is lost because we only recognize the expertise of people with advanced degrees, and that there's a great deal of knowledge that is kind of falling by the wayside or not being incorporated into how do we move forward with the real huge challenges that we face in the future. So my interest in equity is it's got a part that's about justice, but honestly, it also has a part that's more self-interested. It's more like getting the best solutions means really recognizing the expertise of everyone. And to do that, they have to be part of the conversation. They have to be at the decision-making tables, and they have to be empowered and listened to and heard. I guess when I think about where I draw my inspiration and sense of values, and the idea that people can solve so many of their problems, but not all of them, came from my grandfather. And it continues to inspire me because I have this sense that it is possible to get that right. You know, to have policies that enable people to solve their problems. The other side of my family is Italian. I grew up sitting around a kitchen table. Like many people, I love bringing people together around the table, and I think that's a source of inspiration for this work as well. The Loeb Fellowship is, I feel, perfect for me because I'm able to look through the lens of regional planning, but I'm also excited because I'm discovering that there's overlaps with all the other fellows. Some of the obvious ones are work around land trusts and landscape scale preservation that Scott Campbell is doing, and also challenges around political turmoil and change that Shahira Fahmy has spoken about. You have to rethink your role as a professional and really what you can do that's really significant but also draws from your creativity and your expertise.